Good afternoon. Well, we're just coming off the back of the fourth consecutive month of gains for our market. July saw shares lifting by about 1.4%. That's the longest winning streak in 5 years that we've had on a monthly basis. But today was a pretty quiet start to August. The ASX 200 did very little, only down by about 4.5 points or 0.1% to 6,275, and has certainly struggled for a number of weeks now, plateauing a bit to crack through that 6,300 point mark decisively. But also a bit of cautiousness perhaps ahead of the month of August, because over the coming 5 to 6 weeks we'll have many Aussie companies releasing their latest profit results for the past 6 months and in many cases for the past year. But today it really was the banks that did the most damage. The big four down by as much as 1.4%. We did see some strong gains out of the mining sector, which did fade a little bit in the late part of the session, but BHP and RIO still up about 0.5%. RIO in after hours trade released its latest profit results, underlying profit up 12% to $4.4 billion. It announced a buyback of a further $1 billion in stock, and its dividend was up around 15% as well. We had Genworth, one of the best, up 4.5%. This is a provider of lenders' mortgage insurance to those who have insufficient deposits, and it basically had a big fall in profits, but that was shrugged off. ALS, this is a lab testing company for the resource industry, managed to lift by about 11%, and that's because it's become more optimistic about its profits for the first half. Accounting software company Xero had a very good day, up 3%. It made its largest acquisition ever today, buying a Canadian tech group called Hubdoc for almost $100 million. In the losers column, Janice Henderson, a fund manager, was down about 8% following the resignation of its joint chief executive. And also engineering group RCR Tomlinson has asked to be suspended from official quotation for a week. The reason, it needs some time to review cost blowouts on a project which it flagged, which it basically said it's going to potentially have a big impact on its results. On the economic front, data on property prices today, which showed that in capital cities across the country, property prices have now fallen for 10 straight months. They did manage to lift, though, in Brisbane, Canberra and Darwin. And tonight, very busy session in the US. We've got the Fed decision on interest rates. We've got manufacturing data, figures on private sector employment in the US, and the Aussie dollar's at 74.1 US.